Hello students, now that we are forced to live with Corona, we cannot wait to start our studies back again. Today let us start discussing one of our chemistry chapters. This is from physical chemistry. In your new textbooks you will find this at number 2. This is solutions. I think you must be aware about some basic concepts of solutions as it was there in standard 11th also. Today let us try to understand the topic little bit in detail. I would like you to first understand what is a mixture. Mixture is a combination of two or more than two substances. Now when we combine two or more than two substances, they can be combined in two different ways. So we thus have two types of mixtures: homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. See, in homogeneous mixtures, all the components are mixed uniformly. So there is uniform mixing of different components. Whereas in heterogeneous mixtures, there is non-uniform mixing of components. So in homogeneous mixtures, if you take some sample from any part of the mixture and if you analyze its composition, then you will find that the composition is same at any part of the mixture, whereas in heterogeneous mixtures the composition is not uniform. So if you take out from the top part, so you may find different composition, and if you take it from some other part, the composition may be different. So let us now discuss solution. So what is a solution then? The solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more pure substances. Okay, so the solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two pure substances. Now you can have many components. You can have 2 components, 3 components, 4 or more than 4 components. But in your syllabus we will mainly deal with those solutions which have 2 components. These type of the solutions are called as binary solutions because they have 2 components. Binary solutions. Now these 2 components we name as solute and solvent. Out of the 2 components, one component will be a major component. Therefore, the state of the solution will be same as the state of that component. that component is called as solvent. So solvent is a major component of the solution. Major component. So therefore, the state of the solution will be same as that of the solvent. Say for example, you are mixing some sugar in water. You have taken say a teaspoon full of sugar and you have mixed it in a glass of water. So water is the major component here. Therefore, the state of the solution will be same as that of the state of the water. That is, it will be a liquid solution. Whereas the other component is a minority component. Is a minor component. So therefore, it will be present in lesser amount. Therefore, the state of the solution will be liquid. So this is a solid in liquid type of a solution. So here we have to understand these two concepts, solute and solvent. Solute is a minor component, whereas solvent is a major component. Now as you know that this solute and solvent can be in any state. A solute can be solid, liquid or a gas. Similarly, a solvent can be solid, liquid or a gas. So therefore, based on the state of solute and solvents, we can have different types of solutions. Let us see the types of solution. Types of solutions. So let us see different combinations that we can have. See, this is a solute. This is a solvent, and this is example. First thing is, we can have a solid solute, then we can have liquid solvent. Such type of the solution is what we normally come across in our day-to-day life. So for example, sugar in water. This is solid in liquid type of a solution. Similarly, we can mix some salt in water. This will also give us solid in liquid solution. Second type is, we have a liquid solute and solvent is also liquid. Example of this is, say we have mixed ethanol in water. Ethanol in water. Ethanol in water is a type of liquid solution. Next is, we can have a gas as the solute and liquid as the solvent. As you are all aware that fish and all other aquatic animals, they survive in water because of the presence of oxygen. Because of the presence of oxygen in air, in water. So this oxygen dissolved in water gives you gas in liquid solution. I'll repeat this thing again. As you are aware that solute and solvent are present in a binary solution. Solute is a minor component and solvent is a major component. Solute and solvent can be in any of the three states, solid, liquid and gases. So based on that, we will have different types of solutions. Say, first type of the solution is, a solute is solid and solvent is liquid. So we have solid in liquid type of a solution. The examples are sugar in water, salt in water, or else benzoic acid in benzene. This is also an example of solid in liquid solution. The second type of solution is a liquid solute and liquid solvent. This is ethanol in water. Then third type of solution can be gas as the solute and liquid as the solvent. We know that oxygen is dissolved in water, which sustains aquatic animals like fishes and many other aquatic animals that we know. So these are three types of solutions. Now next type of solution can be, now in all these three we had liquid as the solvent. The solvent can also be solid. So let us see the three different combinations that we can have. This can be solid. Now solute can be solid. If it is solid, then we have solid in solid type of solutions. A very good example of this is metal alloys like brass, bronze. You know that alloys are actually mixtures of different metals, and different metals are mixed in different proportions so as to improve their properties. So brass and bronze are the alloys that you come across in your day-to-day life. These are a type of solid in solid solutions. The next type is, we can have a liquid solute in a solid solvent. You must have come across many amalgams. Amalgams are what? These are the mixtures of mercury with different metals. So amalgams of mercury with metals. So we have this silver amalgam, sodium amalgam. Then next type is gas in solid. Here the solid is gas and the solvent is solid. See, you must have come across this type of a solution when you studied different catalytic reactions. In catalytic reactions, there is a solution formed of the catalyst, which is generally solid, catalyst like palladium, nickel. This is present in the powdered form, and gas is the solute. Say gas like hydrogen in palladium. This type of solution, these type of solutions are encountered in catalytic reactions. So these are three more types of solutions based on different states of solids and solvents. In this, the solvent is solid, whereas the solute can be solid, liquid or gas. We will see another three types of solutions in which the solvent is gas. So solvent is a gas. Now again, the solute can be a solid. So solid present in a gaseous solvent. You must have heard of this thing, iodine in air. Okay. This is a type of solid in gas solution. Next one is liquid in gas. Liquid in gas. See, in this, the solute is present in the liquid state and the solvent is present in the gaseous state. The next one is gas. You must have come across these solutions. Air is an example of this. In air, different gases are mixed in a definite proportion to form a solution. So this is all different types of the solutions. example of this we had not seen. Chloroform in nitrogen. So these are the different types of solutions depending upon the state of the solute and the solvents.